SoFi stock just reported their quarterly earnings. They had a triple beat, yet the stock is still down 9% today. And I see a lot of people online talking about SoFi saying company's terrible, blah, 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 this and that. Stock hasn't done anything. Listen here. The company right now is cheaper than it was when it was at $7. And you're thinking, how does that make sense? The stock is double the price. But listen, back then the company didn't have this sort of growth, didn't have this sort of certainty behind the business model, but now you have it, and you can see that the company is really improving their fundamentals. The revenue growth is accelerating, and look at their lending orientations, their personal loans, student loans, home loans, all going extremely well directions. And the company is just performing extremely well. Especially you have to consider because of the current environment that they're in. They're in an environment where there are a bunch of fears of rate hikes. In fact, their original expectations for this year was that there's going to be two rate cuts, and now their recent guidance they're having that it's going to be one to two rate hikes, yet they still managed to beat their numbers and raise guidance in certain positions. Something important to note is that SoFi Plus is doing extremely well. They have over 200,000 subscribers in the past quarter, as well as 24 million in annualized revenue. 85% of the signups of SoFi Plus are coming from existing members that are upgrading to SoFi Plus. And of that 85% of existing members that are upgrading, 25% of those people go on to buy other SoFi products as well. SoFi Plus is in the very early stages and is already proving itself to be a very important growth maker. The tech platform is the main issue with SoFi right now, and revenue is down 23% year over year. This is because a large client exited the SoFi tech platform, which is bringing down the whole thing of revenue. It is 13% revenue growth quarter over quarter, which is a positive signal that shows that they're beginning to turn this around. And the tech platform is kind of irrelevant, really, to the numbers if you look at it from the whole picture, but this is improving, and as it continues to improve, it'll benefit SoFi more and more. The Fed FOMC meeting is today after the market close, and chances are around 50% for a rate hike. And SoFi raised their revenue, margins held, they had the triple beat. Their new guidance on rates is one to two rate hikes in 2026, but you're thinking it's going to be a really bad thing that, oh, they might hike for SoFi, but they're planning in the hike already. So, an important thing to know is that if the Fed ends up not hiking, SoFi is going to do phenomenal and blow all of these guidance out of the water their next quarters because they're basically sandbagging their guidance so that even if there is two rate hikes, they're still going to be able to slightly outperform their guidance and raise it. Anthony Noto loves to do this all the time. He's not going to post some crazy guidance numbers and then not beat them. If you look at the history, they always beat and then they beat and raise and they beat and raise. They've done this for the past, what, like 15, 20 quarters or something like that? So listen, they're pricing in the worst possible outcome, which I think is only around like a 20 to 25% chance. That other 75% of the time, SoFi's going to blow all of these guidances out of the water. So it's an amazing opportunity to currently buy the stock at such a cheap price when the company is doing the best it ever has. The stock price does not reflect the quality of the company, and this is clear with SoFi stock. And I'm not changing my mind on this stock. I'm buying more. In fact, I already bought more this morning, and I plan on buying more tomorrow if the Fed does, in fact, hike their rates and the stock goes down even further. But at $15, even under $20, I think SoFi is a blessing. I think currently the stock should be worth $25 to $30 today. It's a lot of upside. If I were you guys, I'd love to open a position in SoFi. It's one of my favorite long-term holds. Thank you guys for listening in. I'll see you guys in the next video.